business, especially after this team has gone to the World Series a few times in the past few years?
Sure. That's one of the motivators for some of the older guys. That's definitely something we're thinking about and keeping in the back of our mind. But really what we're really focused on is getting these young guys acclimated and getting ready to play baseball and write a 2017 story. Draw from those experiences in the past 3 years that we've been to Omaha, but really focus on 2017 and try to make this the most special year out of all of them.
How hard was it to turn down Major League Draft to come back and finish what you started?
I thought it was going to be a lot harder than it was. I mean, obviously for me, a dream of mine is to play Major League Baseball, and an organization like the Astros would be a great fit. And I thought that would be a very tough decision, but once I thought about everything that this university has done for me and everything that I owe this university as far as making me into a better person on and off the field, it was really easy to come back and give my senior year and to this university and this team and give my experience and hopefully have a great senior season.
The spotlight has always been bright on this program. You just talk about the spotlight being even brighter with this, with all the rankings picking you guys to be number one.
Sure, I mean that's definitely something that has raised expectations on the outside of the program, but for us the expectations are the exact same. The guys inside, if we would have been ranked outside the top 25, we would have thought we were the best team in the country no matter what. That's the way we approach every single day, that we have something to prove every single day, that everyone in this program expects to be the best team in the country. That's why we came to TCU. So for us, it didn't change anything. It doesn't affect the way we prepare. It doesn't affect the way we think about ourselves. It just is something that's very exciting for people around the program, and hopefully it'll help sell some tickets and get some people in the stands and cheering us on. But for us, nothing changes as far as we're concerned. We just want to go out there and win pitches.
Brian, how did the team react when you started seeing those number one roll in right after the
To be honest, no one really knew what to say, so no one really said anything inside the locker room. We just kind of ignored it, I guess you could say. We didn't let that kind of sneak into our locker room and to what things that we talk about. So I'm sure we all saw it. We all saw when it was posted and all that stuff went around. But like I said earlier, it's not affecting the way we prepare. It's not affecting the way we think or act. So we're just going at it the exact same way we've gone at it the last 3 years, just with a little bit more experience on the ball club and just hoping that we can go out there and win games.
That shows you how far this program has came the last 3 years to this year, right?
Yeah, it's definitely came a long way. I mean, just look around. You can see the changes. The way this place looks from today to it did my freshman year when I first stepped on campus here in 2013. And you can tell how far the program's come just by how great the facilities are and how incredible the players are. There's different caliber of player in here. I mean, no disrespect to the guys who were here before. There's been tons of great athletes, but just as a whole, it's a different program than it was 3 years ago, and it's the same program. We go about everything the exact same way we did when we were not in these positions in this great facility. I mean, it was still an awesome facility, but nothing changes. It looks a little different, but everything's the exact same as far as how we're concerned with ourselves.
This year going to be different because you're going to have a Bulls out on you. Preseason number one. So how you prepare yourself for something like that?
Well, we kind of stole something from the Cubs. I don't know if Evan talked about it. We're going to embrace the target. It's kind of what the Cubs did. They were picked to win the World Series early on. We're just going to kind of love that, kind of be like, that's good. I mean, it's because as soon as we admit that we're the target, which in my opinion we have been for the last couple of years, but we're even more so this year, as soon as we admit that, then it kind of takes away some of that power that it has over us. And, so we're going to kind of go out there and say, yeah, we know we're going to get everybody's best shot, but we've gotten everybody's best shot in the past, and this year they're going to get our best shot too.
So the motivation is we got to play harder because you know everybody else is going to play harder to play us, right?
Play harder. I don't know if we're going to have to play harder. We're just going to have to keep going about things the way we always go about things. We play pretty hard around here. We always have. I don't know if it's going to necessarily take a step up in how hard we're approaching every day. I mean, we approach every single day to win that game, that pitch. We got to win this practice today. So I don't think harder is the right word, just with a heightened sense of attention and focus on detail.
The depth and experience that the pitching staff has now, how competitive is it going to be, this pitching staff, when you get them out?
It's going to be real competitive. It's going to be really fun too. I mean, we got such a good group of guys, such a good young group of guys to mix with these guys who have been here in the past. It's a really good mix, and it's probably the deepest pitching staff I've been on since I've been here, which is definitely going to breed competition and everyone's going to be fighting for everything. And then once somebody wins something or somebody's out there pitching, it's every single person behind one guy who's on the mound. And right now we're going to be battling against each other, competing against each other every day. But once we get in the season and we're playing teams in different colored uniforms, it's definitely going to be a situation where every single person's supporting that one guy out there on the mound and hoping we can do anything to help him get a victory.
Were you here when Holiday talked to you? The team? Eagles, the enemies? Were you here that day?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I thought you were talking about Brian Holiday.
No, yeah, I know.
Okay, yeah.
It's a little confusing with both of those. Just talk about what that meant. What do you think that stretching up you guys this season?
Sure, we've been talking about that ever since last summer when we got back from Omaha. I talked to Coach Schlossnagle about ego being the enemy, and the main thing that I took home from it was the teams. It's easy to get someplace, but the hardest thing is to stay there. So it wasn't easy, but the easiest thing is to get to the top, and the hardest thing is to stay there because factors come in and people start thinking, well, I should be doing this and I should be doing that. So the main thing is just focusing on knowing that what your role is and embracing that role as far as accepting whatever comes your way. And so, yeah, we have that on our binder, the ego is the enemy. That's kind of our mantra this year, and just making sure that we keep everything in check and we don't let the highs get too high or the lows get too low.
Have you been able to get Luke and Baker out?
I haven't faced him yet. I'm still convinced that he's a cheat code. But I'll tell you right now, he's not going to see a fastball.
What do you think when shifting over to first base, maybe defending behind you?
I feel a lot better if there was a bench clearing brawl with him over there. Because it's closer than him having to run all the way out of the dugout when he's designated hitting. But other than that, I mean, whoever's over there is going to do a great job, and I know they're going to have my back. No disrespect to Connor, I'm sure he would have my back in a bench clearing brawl too. It's kind of a more intimidating factor than Orlando. So whoever's over there, I know they're going to do a great job, and all of them are putting in such hard work over there. Whoever gets to play for us the opening night, whoever that is going to do a great job because we know how hard everyone's preparing, and it's all about that from here on out.
That's gone.
As a pitcher, what can you learn from guys like Brandon Finnegan and Matt Perk who come back?
A lot. I mean, you can see Perks over there throwing a pen right now. And Finney was my teammate my freshman year, so I was actually fortunate enough to be on his team and just learn from him. He kind of took me under his wing the second half of my freshman spring, and he taught me about what it meant to really have an elite competitive mindset on the mound. And so he was a huge help. But yeah, all these guys come back, Trey Teakle, Alex Young, all those guys, Tyler Alexander, who's my age. I mean, those guys are awesome. They're also our biggest resource and our biggest fans. So not a lot of people know that, but those guys are really invested in us. They really want us to do well, and when they want us to do well, they share their wisdom with us, and that really helps us. So it's kind of a cycle that they want us to do good, so they tell us how to do good, like they did. So it really helps us out.
Brian, when you look back on your 3 postseason starts last year, what do you think about it?
I just think about us winning. Whether it was me pitching or me cheering on Jared, he was throwing the ball well, or Mitchell, or whoever started, all I can really think about is that we got a bunch of wins and we're playing really good team baseball at the end of the season. I think that had a lot to do with my numbers looking a little better in the postseason. It was just really a team effort, and everyone was out there playing hard and playing good baseball.
Who has nastier stuff, you or Jared Janczak?
We have that debate a lot. Nastier stuff. He probably has better stuff. It's just a pure stuff standpoint, but that's all I'll say. I'm not going to.
Have you stopped growing?
Have I stopped growing? Yeah, I stopped growing actually when I was 16, so my sophomore year of high school. I've been this height since then, so I'm still trying to figure it out.
You look like you put on some weight, though.
I have put on a little weight. Thank you for noticing. I'm up to 210 right now, which is the heaviest I've ever been, so I'm feeling good, feeling strong.
Do you have a nickname yet, and can it be Slender Man?
I've heard that. Yeah, Big Daddy. That's what Coach Roach just said. So if you guys want to write that, that's no. But Slender Man, actually, they did call me that when I played summer baseball in the Northwoods League. And and I googled it, and he was kind of a weird guy. So I don't actually. I'm not a huge fan of that one.
All right, fair enough.
So I'm not as creepy as Slenderman. I may look like him.
Not as creepy.
Not as creepy. Like 7% less creepy than Slenderman.
Thank you, sir.